What's poppin', everybody? This is the cartoon kid, Ray Rawlins, and today we're continuing Infinity Week as we go down the line and continue to review the remainder of Season 2 or Book 2, whichever you prefer to call it, of Infinity Train. And today we're continuing with the episode of The Mall Car, episode 7, I believe. And y'all know the usual routine. Before we get into breaking this episode down, we need to get that episode breakdown from Mr. Alex Payne. So, Alex, tell us what happens in this episode.
Well, this episode, I suppose, just like most of them, but not necessarily all of them. But this one definitely does continue off from the last one. After they left the cat carnival car, the magic lucky, whatever the hell cat car. And now they're in the base of that girl who saved them at the end, the black chick whose name is Grace, I believe it was. And
Yep.
she introduced her to them. I guess you could call it gang of passengers that just want to get their number higher so they can stay on the train. They're called the Apex. And they show that they're not really big fans of the creations of the train, saying that they're nulls and all that other shit. So basically, Grace takes Jesse to another car that's new and basically starts fucking shit off because they don't have shit to steal. And while this is happening, MT is looking around for Alan Dracula because he disappeared while they was talking and found a bunch of kids mistreating him. Basically, it all comes to a head with Jesse saying, I don't want to fuck with y'all people because y'all treat everyone badly because they're going to kill MT by throwing her off into the wheels. And he grabs her and they leave. So after Jesse saves MT from the kids trying to throw her over, Grace pulls out her mirror and, brings the flex out on them. And they run away and Jesse's number goes all the way down because he tried to save MT. And he runs through the portal thinking that she'll come with him and she realizes when she hits it that she can't go through, and it ends with them two holding hands as the door disappears and Jesse goes into his own world. My first thought on this episode is it was really interesting to me how, because you wouldn't have expected Jesse to leave. Oh, sorry, hello, dog. You wouldn't have expected Jesse to leave on the 7th episode.
No, you wouldn't. You expect him to be there till the 10th, honestly. And that's where they switched it up on us, man. So let's not be coy here. We already seen episode 8, and I'm not gonna get into it, but you already know, man, shit's gonna get motherfucking real. You seen this episode, shit is gonna get real, and ooh-wee. All I gotta say is I'm fucking excited as shit. I can't wait to get done with these 2 reviews so we can finish up watching the damn series. But anyway, so my first thought of this episode is, man, shit is fucking picking up. And the only reason why I say that is, well, let me be honest. My real first thought, I have to do it. Why the fuck they always gotta make the motherfucking black people the bad guys? Okay? Like, I was freaking shocked as hell. I thought this black girl was on their side, man. She pulls off that mask like, oh shit, a black bitch. Then this next episode coming up, she trying to motherfucking break Jesse and MT apart, man. Like, damn, these guys been together from fucking season 2, episode 1. God damn it, they been together for 7 episodes. Good friends, they bond was getting closer. And then this bitch trying to separate these two because she wants to bring Jesse up into their whole class of elites for whatever reason. I honestly don't know. Why didn't she get regular Tulip and why did she choose Jesse? I don't, I mean, granted, she didn't seek him out, but she did find him in the not mall car, that's his car, but the Lucky Cat car. So that's my first question. But either way, the main point of this episode, and we obviously discuss and to nauseum throughout these past reviews, that Jesse's main goal is to be his own person, and that's what Homegirl tells him. You got to be your own person. And obviously he's hit with the ultimate decision of betray Tulip and go with the actual humans who are running the train, or stick by Tulip's side and try to escape with her into the real living world. And obviously he makes the right decision, and that leads to the door popping up and then the flex coming. I had to say, man, There was nothing more intense throughout this entire series than that moment right there. So I'm like, oh, the Flex finna get this bitch, and then as soon as he pops through the portal's gone, and then you see the motherfucking Flex up there, and man, it's like, oh man, game over, ho, game is over. So it's like, damn, and she worried,
Yeah,
and she
that
worried than a
episode.
motherfucker.
That episode had a very great ending, I will say.
So
I guess you're
go ahead.
technically talking about moments. So I'm gonna say like that moment when he was going through the portal and like she realized that she couldn't go. Like you could have, I give credit to the voice actress because
That's
you could
what I.
have hear like
Yep.
you could have hear like the genuine panic in her voice and shit. And
Man.
even when it's funny too because when they went to go check out the new car, you could have hear like the. It's funny because how when she started, she didn't want to be around anyone, but then she sounded
No.
like a little um weird and anxious about them two splitting up.
Right.
She's like, yeah, we'll talk later, okay?
You know what? And I mean, I know I made jokes about Jesse and MT being boyfriend and girlfriend, but you can obviously see this is like the motherfucking Steve Urkel and Laura Winslow situation from Family Matters, right? You know, you bring two people together. The girl hates the guy, and granted, I'm not saying Jesse feels no type of way about MT, but it's just like over time their relationship grows. It's not like I said, it's not like they're boyfriend and girlfriend or anything, but it's like the whole bonding experience, yo. And it's like, man, you can see these two are becoming good friends, and she wants to motherfucking not be with him, but she wants to like not separate from him because she does not have anybody. She has no parents like regular Tulip or nothing like that. But Jesse is her only friend, and even Alan Dracula too. But that motherfucker don't listen to nobody. So, and I gotta mention this. I have to mention this in this point of this episode. That deer is so fucking useless. He really is. He is useless as shit. How are they gonna give this deer all these superpowers and he don't do shit? I'm dead serious, man. He do not do shit. Okay? I gotta mention this, man. I have to mention it now because I'm very upset. In episode 8, because we've seen that already. And we're gonna do a review of that. That will be coming out tomorrow. Obviously, we know how this episode ends with the Flex chasing Tulip. And then obviously next episode comes on and there's a big chase scene in there. So Alan Dracula could be fucking these Flex up, but he ain't doing shit. I'm serious, man. It's just like, man, you are a useless fuck. She's extra baggage that he's just carrying around, man. So
I will say this though. I mean, again, since we are vaguely talking about that episode, he did turn into that freaking cage to protect him when them black dog roach things was trying to attack him. I will say that.
Right. And you know what? I'm gonna go into more in depth into that in the next review. But
Yeah.
this episode, he
But
was
since you mentioned
definitely
him, though,
fucking useless.
Since you mentioned him though, the funniest moment in the episode to me, and I think you know what I'm gonna say, when him, Jesse, and Tulip are there, and then Alan Dracula breathes into his face with the friggin' I don't know why that shit just kills me.
The horse breath shit.
Yeah,
Man,
just
listen.
I'm sorry I left you. No, thank you. It's like right in his face too. It was so funny to me. I don't know why. It's so stupid.
I gotta say this. With Alan Dracula being taken, Tulip finally finds him and whatnot. See the kids riding him. And Tulip is one feisty little fuck. I swear to God, that's what I love about her, man. Tulip the homie. She's like, not get the fuck off him. That's what I was gonna say. But obviously, she basically said that in a sense. And then, man, the kids were looking at each other's numbers and shit. And they're like, oh man, nice, your number went up. And then she was trying to get ready to, give him a couple boot bops upside the head. And she popped one of them one good time too.
Yeah, when they was holding up, gonna throw off, she like elbowed one and then punched the other one in the head.
Tulip was not playing, man. Tulip was not playing. But it's just like, I gotta say this. Manipulation in this cartoon, especially this episode, is fucking real, okay? Like we said, the primary point of this episode was to see what Jesse was gonna do, obviously. Betray Tulip and go with the I guess you could say a train elites, that's what I'm gonna call them. Oh, the Apex people.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They seem to be like, I guess you could say, cultish followers of what the fuck, like the first conductor who was in the first season.
Damn,
Who,
I forgot her name too. It was
Amelia,
like
that's what
Nina
it
or
is.
Amelia. Okay, I
Amelia,
was about to say it's
yeah.
like Nina or something. Yeah,
Like
Amelia.
following what she was doing. So I think that's what they. I do wonder because if they do make another season of this, which I'm pretty sure they will, I wonder if they gonna follow Amelia again in the future. You would think so,
You definitely would.
or
They
at the
can't
very
just
least
end on
follow this
this.
group
Right.
again.
I do have to say this though. Like I said, manipulation was real in this episode, and it's just like big ass turning point. And it's nice to see Jesse finally get on his own road, making his own decisions for himself. Because I was like, come on, man. I know, like you said, you would expect to see Jesse in here till episode 10, like we did with regular Tulip. But you just see Jesse make his own decision, like, nah, cuh, I'm going with my homie. And I'm just like, damn, that's what's up, Jesse. You made the right decision. His number went all the way down to 0. That was the big climactic moment of this episode. And I gotta give big salute to Jesse for sure for that shit. Do you have any other moments before we hop into final reviews?
I think that pretty much covers it, I guess. Like, cause this, like I think we covered all the big moments to be mentioned without just like talking about the nitty gritty, like in terms of review sense. So, um, I think I really enjoy this episode more so for the second half than the first half. I think the first half could have been a little bit more. Um, I don't know how to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
The first half just didn't feel as good as the second half. I guess is the best way to put it, regardless of what it is. But I know it was important and needed to be there, and where everything that happened needed to happen. Um,
Right.
but I like the I like the feel of it, where it's like, okay, she's trying to manipulate him, tell him all this, like even just so casually. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't know. Well, all is nothing. It's like just
Right.
so, I guess, obviously trying to manipulate and stir shit, if you
Right.
will, to use a more adult phrase, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Um, but like I said, the ending is what like because like I feel like this episode had the most perfect ending because
No doubt.
again, like he goes through the thing, she tries to go through, she can't, and they holding hands through the portal, and it goes away, and you could hear the genuine panic in her voice, and then it just ends on you see her like on her knees crying, and the two flex standing behind her, and that's how the episode ends. I feel like that
Mason
ending was
Steve,
beautiful.
baby.
That
Listen,
ending
shit
is
finna get
amazing.
real, man. If y'all ain't seen this shit, shit's finna get really real. Okay, and I'm ready for it. I'm excited in a motherfucker. So hurry up and get your shit out of the way so we can finish this shit up. I'm ready. Come on. I need to see the last 2 of these shits. For real.
But
I'm ready. Hurry the
I
fuck up.
I'm gonna give this episode a nice solid 8. That's what I'm gonna give this episode.
You know what? Oh, man. Listen, like I said, we've seen episode 8, and you don't know how badly I want to give this episode an 8, but fun little spoiler for our review tomorrow. Obviously, I'm not gonna say shit. I already said too much. But anyway, this episode, in my opinion, feels so damn real that it's crazy. Like, I would say this cartoon feels so damn realistic with character portrayal that you can see this shit happening in the real world. Now, let me explain why I'm a big fan of this. Anyone who reads books or anything like that understands that the main point of a story is to get a reader interested. Now, what is the main way you would do that? You do that as an author by trying to make your reader, one, relate to the story or see that the story can happen in real life, and two, you make them sympathize with the characters. Okay, and I'm gonna throw a little I'm gonna mention this because I feel like this really relates to this episode. Now, I just finished reading Stephen King's memoir on writing, right? And the main thing that he mentioned is that, if your story's real and people can feel like they can relate to the characters or sympathize with the characters, or the story feels like it can be actually told in real life. The stuff, the dialogue, and the character portrayal feel like they're actual real people, and you can relate to them and sympathize with them. You're doing good. And the reason why I mention that is that I can truly feel this shit with this episode. And maybe I'm crazy. Maybe people would agree or disagree with me. I don't know. Put that stuff down in the comments box below if you want to share your opinion. We'll definitely get down to reading it. But like I said, that's the main reason why I had to mention that. It's because this episode, I feel that it was so real with the stuff that it portrayed, like Grace's manipulation to Jesse and Jesse's feelings towards Tulip, like, oh man, could I betray her and be with the elites, the Apex and them? And it's just that classic manipulation, that classic, like, oh man, you got to make a choice. It's either us or her. You know, it's that big climactic moment, and Jesse made the right choice. He's like, fuck that shit. Nah, I got to be with my, I guess you could say, homie that I've been with since day one. You know, and obviously, like we mentioned, that's how he gets his ticket home. Now, let's mention Tulip's voice actor. That shit was on point, I gotta say. On motherfucking point. Like you said, you can hear the panic in their voice, the worry and whatnot. And it's just like, man, let's not mention Grace had to get the upper hand on that shit. She put out that mirror on her ass, boy. It's like, hold on, I got one last thing for you. Woo! And the motherfucking flex came up. Whoop, let's go, bitch. And it's like, oh, you motherfucker. You had to do that, man. Come on, man. So, overall, man, I'm going to give my rating because I'm going to be here talking all motherfucking day, probably repeating the same shit. My rating, simply for this episode, is I'll give it a 7.5. Damn good episode, but like you said, a little slow to begin with for its own reasons. You had to get, you know, that whole build up between Jesse and Grace, you know, had to build up the manipulation to get the big payoff of the climactic moment in the end of the episode for sure. But 7.5 from me. I'm the cartoon kid Ray Rawlins, by the way, and a good 8 out of 10 for Mr. Alex Payne. That has been our review for Infinity Train, Season 2, Episode 7, The Mall Car. Man, this is the Cartoon Kid channel where we talk cartoons and we do it daily, baby. Finishing up Infinity Train, Season 2, Book 2, whatever the hell you want to call it this week. And as always, man, you can leave your opinions down in the comments box below. Tell us if you like it. Tell us if you hate it. And tell us if you have any other episodes or shows that you want us to review. But with all that being said, we will see you when we see you. Peace out, everybody.